All right, everybody, welcome back into the Golden Tee Lounge. I am Kevin Lindsay. It is Monday. It is time for Monday Mix-Up. You are taking a look at Black Hills, a course from, I believe, Golden Tee 2009. I would say one of the top 3 hardest courses in Golden Tee Live history. That is Mount Rushmore in the background. This is actually hole 2, kicking things off here. The way we did this week's Monday Mix-Up is we flip-flopped everything, so the odds are the evens and the evens are the odds. So you're going to kick things off with hole 2, then we'll go to hole 1, and then to 4 and to 3, etc. So hopefully it's a fun little mix. Seems like scores are pretty good out there, and also never hurts to start things off with a pretty straightforward par 4. Definitely eagle opportunity here. A little bit farther away than I want it to be, but that's all right. Thank you for chiming in, Danny Boy. Danny Boy says par is 29 under, so I believe him. Beatman, thank you for joining us on YouTube. So Black Hills, if you've never played it before, as I said, one of the hardest courses in Golden Tee Live. A little bit easier with Golden Tees. Although, I'll be honest, there's still some holes that I don't understand what to do on, even with Golden Tees. So, I'm sure a lot of you guys will see that as I play through here. Hoping to get at least 2 or 3 games in. Hoping to have the opposite problem that we had on Friday. And if you didn't catch my Freaky Friday stream on Friday, you're probably better off that way. But you can go back on Facebook and YouTube and check it out. It was fun and hilarious, sad all at the same time. Didn't think about that shot before I hit it. Simple search would have shown that I couldn't get through there, but oops. This is why we play more than one game. And as always, this is my first look at this course. Might also be my DNF. My DNF might come very early at this rate. Nothing like kicking things off with a par on a par 5, hole 3. But now we know not to screw that up next game. Par is somehow 29, as Danny Boy said. I believe Joe Massara has a 33 under. I almost am beginning to think that Joe Massara does nothing but just play Golden Tee and daily contest no matter how much money he wins or loses, just so he can say he's in first place. I will wait for somebody to confirm if that's right or not. Hole number 4, actually hole number 3 in the regular rotation. Pretty straightforward here. Using grabber golf balls, regular club set, my billet bag with a 10.5 degree driver, 9.5 degree driver. This course, like I said, is very, very interesting. 10.5 degree driver, I feel like, is definitely going to be a tool needed for some of these par 4s to make things a bit easier. So far, so good, minus the par on the par 5. What else we got? We got a lot going on to this week. This is actually probably the nicest setup we've seen on hole 6, which is usually hole 5. Mark Stenmark, I believe, is actually the first and only person to ever hit an ace on this par 4. I have a feeling... I missed it. Well, maybe it was a good thing that I mishit the trackball. That might change here with today's contest. Although I will give Stenmark props. The one he hit was probably much better than this pretty straightforward look. Again, 10.5 degree driver is the key. $1,300 in the prize pool for today's contest, with 300 spots paid as always. Hopefully we're going for shot of the week here because I'm not sure what that is otherwise. That's alright. We can chip this. Handy dandy 5 wood or 5 hybrid almost coming in clutch there. I'll get my stuff together by game 2, maybe 3. We will see. This course is probably hardest played is in casual mode, because in casual mode you have nothing but stock clubs. You don't have, you know, access to a 10.5 degree driver where you can just kind of go through the motions to skip, you know, skip the water. And when I say skip the water, I mean just go right past it with the 10.5 degree driver. Putt in for eagle, something that is definitely definitely not the norm here in this course. Another really long par 4, hole number 9, which is actually hole 10. Again, not a fun par 4 to tackle if you don't have the proper clubs. Winter Vacation is our Golden Tee Home Edition exclusive event for this week that goes from today through the Sunday. 15-man contests, 10-game max per day. That shot is in the water. Rough start here to the back 9. We'll make it a twofer. Hopefully they put me in putting range. Yes. That's the best way to double bogey, is two water shots and a putt. Hole 11, this is an interesting par 3, especially if you play closest to the pin, because 4 different tee boxes here, including one that is actually down here a little bit, hard to see. Can you see it? There you go. Which lessens the elevation change. So that's why you see me clubbing up to a 5 wood, although I hit it very poorly, and I will be chipping from the sand. But now I'm chipping straight at the pin instead of at an angle. Not that it matters, but chipping a little on point today. This hole, I don't know, is it this hole? Can't remember, but one of these holes, yeah, no, I don't think it's this par 4, but somebody was crazy enough back in the day to take a driver off of a rock, not the rock, but close enough to the rock, and try to get on the green. And not only did they succeed in doing that, but they also succeeded in acing it. Just like I somehow almost aced that with a little bit of a full shot, which I don't normally recommend, but I really just didn't know what to do there. Joe S., yes, happy Monday, but it is sad to hear the news about Kobe and his daughter and the rest of those people on that helicopter. It is a sad day for sports fans, and, you know, of course, we join everybody around the world mourning the loss of a sports legend. So, with that being said, this is actually the hole I was talking about, where somebody, Cowboy something, I can't remember, but they hit a driver off this rock, and it somehow not only missed all of these rocks, missed these cute little leopards or whatever they are. Don't think I've ever noticed those in 10 years of playing this course. And then actually aced it. So you'll definitely be seeing that shot in our top 10 Golden Tee shots of the decade that I believe comes out starting February 1st. Drew, I appreciate the fact that I'm here helping you get through the rest of your workday. This is a perfect example of not sure what the hell to do before Golden Tees came out, still not sure what the hell to do now that Golden Tees have been out. So for this, we're just going to have some fun, and we are just going to just throw it up there. This actually might be the best shot I have if it stops. If I get that 20 bounce rule and it doesn't hit the water, that's going to be the shot. But unfortunately, it bounced in the water, so kind of SOL there. We give you a nice drop, so you could try to chip in for eagle. But tough par 5 there for hole 14. Marcus asks about the Golden Tee Lounge logo and where he could get signs made. It's a great question. We've actually talked about it. Not something our current partner provides, but I know they're definitely looking into it because we may or may not be looking into the same. But you know what? Feel free to shoot us an email on our many Golden Tee contact forms. I was just going to go in. And say that you want the neon sign, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can pull some magic out of a hat and see what happens. The Falls, hole 16. Normally, hole 15. You guys have seen this plenty in Freaky Fridays. Design a Hole contest is coming back. I believe it is the middle of February when we officially announce that. I'm going to tell you right now, don't hit that waterfall. Just bounce it off with a rock. Hopefully better than I did. Actually, it was a nice kickback. I'm sure there will be plenty of shots of the day from this waterfall hole. Looking forward to seeing it. Hole 17, which is actually hole 14, or excuse me, hole 18. The nice thing about hole 18 being hole 17 in this case, if you're like me and screw this up royally, instead of your game being ruined, your game is now ruined, but you have a chance to make up for it on the final hole. This, I believe, was the exact reason why the 20 bounce rule became part play, because this hole the ball would bounce so much that players would be stuck there for 15 minutes. Or not literally 15 minutes, but that's probably what Danny Boy will tell you. Almost holing out for a birdie there. Don't worry, we'll give you a good camera angle as I continue to fall down and down and down into the depths of the Black Hills. One of these days I'm going to actually have our developers turn off the bounce rule, just so I can see how long it does take. Note for self, next game, make sure that you do very well on this hole. Oh, damn it, I turned away to respond to an email. And we're just going to write down the tubes. Alright, 14th time is now the charm. I think at this point, the nice thing is that I will probably get DNF'd, or not DNF'd, but quit out. Oh, see, that's how I got me. Ah, okay. Can we see? Oh, there's George Washington staring at me like a fool. Stroke limit max, finally. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted at this point. Hole 18. Again, normally a par 4 that you just saw, but in this case it is now a par 3 here because we switched holes 18 and 17. Because this game is already trash, I'm going to try something fun, and then we're going to move on and pretend like none of this ever happened. Alright, well, what I wanted to do happened. Thankfully, I didn't fall off the canyon wall on that one, too. Oh, just kidding. There you go. We're going to chalk this game up as just a big old... Oh, look at that. Shout out to somebody who has a heart and didn't give me the bounce until you cry. Oh, just kidding. Now it's coming. There we go. I can't even give you a good camera angle. Oh, there we go. The painful, 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 painful. Me just hanging out. So, skip hole 17, skip hole 18, and you might shoot a good score. So we're not even going to look at the score because this is game one. That was just a warm-up game. Now we're on to game one.
The sun is bright and the clouds are not to be found. Perfect day at Black Hills.
Nice thing about daily contests, play as many times as you want in a 24-hour span.
1 at the tee.
If you are a mobile game player, you need to go to goldentee.com/find a game and find a Golden Tee 2020 commercial game, an actual arcade game that I'm playing here at a location near you. Play until, what is it, almost 6 o'clock, so you got about 6 hours and 10 minutes. Play until 12 a.m. Central Time before the next day's contest opens up.
Jim is off the fairway, but still in great shape. It's coming back. Golfer
No great shot points there because nobody loves me, but that's all right. Beatman, yes, absolutely. There will be a time, I'm sure, that that you will have a chance to come find me at the World Championship. This is a tough one here. We're not going to screw it up as badly as we did the first time, but normally you can get away with hitting it farther up. This one's probably going to require some real finesse. By finesse, I mean just beating the hell out of a trackball with a lovely hop. Done. That's all you got to do. Couldn't get the replay in time. Matt, I believe I lost all of my swear words and F-bombs. I believe I used them all in my Freaky Friday stream, which is why I'm just cool, calm, and collected, because I know Black Hills is a tough course, and it's one that beats me up pretty often. I also don't have patience. Shout out to the goats back there, because I just don't have patience when it comes to my terrible golf. This one, we're going to push this one a little bit more with bite.
This will bite.
Pretty safe. Even though it's in the rough, it's on the corner edge of it, so we're just going to push on through and get that eagle putt.
Ready to tee off. It's golfer one.
Again, if you are just joining, this is Mixed Up Monday, where we've taken, in this instance, Black Hills from Golden Tee 2009, and we've flip-flopped all of the holes. So all of the traditionally odd holes, 1, 3, 5, etc., down to 17, are now evens in today's contest, and vice versa. So this is typically hole 5 of Black Hills, but today it is hole 6. It is also probably the most drivable look I've ever seen on this setup. Mark Stenmark, I believe, is the only one to ever ace it. Thought I had a good chance of getting it there, but pretty straightforward look here. Just get it on the green and putt in for eagle. Don't try to chip for eagle because it clearly doesn't go well. Hole 7, we're going to hit this bad boy a little bit harder because I would like to putt for eagle instead of trying to chip.
Golfer one.
Orion, Tracy, Tim, Brennan, thank you guys for joining us. Rick says, I've remodeled my mantle and plan on having everything centered around your autograph, so I'm still excited to meet you here in St. Louis. That's hilarious, my friend. I'm looking forward to it. I always appreciate meeting new players and getting to spin some games with new and fresh faces. So I'm looking forward to it. Beatman, TBD on whether or not bodysuits will ever be released on the mobile game. I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Just no time frame for them right now. I'm going to give myself props, and we're going to watch the replay because that was actually a hell of a shot. Right in between all these rocks, right over the water, 4 feet away, boom, eagle dunk.
Next up, golfer one.
All right, this time we are going to play it a little bit farther back So I hopefully have a 8 wood or a 6 wood going in instead of a super spin iron.
He is going to love this drive. Golfer 1. Off the green
Nope,
grass.
too far. But actually, you know what? We are going to take the 8 wood. We can cut the hell out of it. Whoo! Look at that. Only because clearly I'm not good at judging my distances. So, no big deal there.
Ready to tee off. It's golfer 1.
Alright, this one you got to be a little careful with. I got too cutesy with it trying to get the ace and got the water ball, and then I got another water ball. This one, no pullback needed, at least for me. Just going to push it a little bit. Another great shot, robbery, which is disappointing. Austin, thank you for joining us. You're taking a look at this week's Monday Mix-Up Daily Contest on Golden Tee 2020, the arcade game. Oh, don't go. Okay, good. Really thought we were going to just push that one way too far. But we survived. We absolutely survived, which is great. Also, this is a hole that I wasn't sure what was going on, and I hit a full shot. Not sure I can pull that off again. And the answer to that one, Peter, no. Could have told everyone that I was not going to, wasn't going to play that one very well. Corey, yes, I am using the Grabber golf balls. And good question by James. So James says, new player here, why are you not backswinging on that last shot? So a couple of reasons why on the par 3 I didn't backswing. Let me talk about it before I forget. So for me, the par 3 was affected by a big elevation change. And when I pull back my shots, sometimes I don't hit them as straight as I'd like. Now, even though for shots I'm trying to hit straight, I will normally just push forward. Because that was an instance where I was trying to hit the trackball a little bit to the left, or excuse me, to the right, and not necessarily straight, I felt more comfortable in giving it enough of a push versus if I pull back, I naturally hit the ball harder and farther when I pull back. So a lot of it is distance control, and part of it's just because I've played this game for so long that there's just little intricacies that I have and that I do. It's nothing. A lot of players will say if they're trying to hit straight shots, they'll thumb. In this instance, I don't thumb at all, so I kind of push one-handed to keep a straight line on my shot. All right, hole 14, this par 5. Wasn't sure what to do last time. Still unsure what to do, so we're just going to see if we can get to stick. Look at that. Now, the only problem is there's about a 99.999% chance I hit this tree. Oh, no, I didn't. There we go. Of course, I didn't hit the tree, but I also didn't put any spin on it, so we will be chipping from the sand. Oh, well.
That and not now. Golfer 1 to take a go at it.
Yep, too close to that sand. So, go figure. I try something new, and I'm in the sand still. Oh, here we go. All right. Par 5 and a par 5. That's okay.
Ready at the tee. It's golfer 1.
Hole 15, normally hole 16, pretty straightforward. Just get it on the green. This used to play very long in this instance because of tees, and actually just because of the tee placement. Not very far here. Oh, do it. There we go. Pull out. Called it.
That was an enchanted golf shot, my friends.
I should have probably sent that, but it's only a hole out. Nothing crazy. But it does help negate the fact that I just screwed up a par 5 with with a par. And I appreciate the fact that it was just a slow drop. Boop, in the cup. In, take the eagle, walk away happy. Hole 16 again. Normally, hole 15, design a hole. Here's my pro tip. Just bounce it right on off of that wall. If you don't put backspin, you get a much straightforward shot. Whereas last time I put backspin on it, and it kind of hit the rock, landed in the air, and then fortunately hit another rock. And if you didn't catch the misery that was my stream last round, make sure that you don't screw this shot up. Otherwise, you will be watching. Don't do it. Oh, thank goodness. If you accidentally fall off here, you will watch painstakingly as your ball rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls until it eventually is out of bounds. Shockingly enough, did good there, which means I can play a normal shot here on hole 18, which is normally hole 17. The trick here is same thing. You don't want to hit it too far, because if you do, you will most likely bounce into the abyss for out of bounds. I should probably walk away, but that was actually, as Danny Boy said, par is 29, which means if you birdie all the holes that you should, if you eagle all the holes that you should, you could shoot a 29, which actually I would have had if not for a few mistakes.
It's check-in time.
So I think we're going to play one more and then get out of here. It is 6:02, so you have 5 hours and 58 minutes and some chump change to get out there and play as many games as you want. Daily contest, so it's the same setup all day long until the clock strikes 12 a.m. Central. See if I can ace this finally. I use bite, backspin might have been the key there. But putting in for eagle, which again, better than birdie. Currently, my 11 has me in 386th place, which is sad. But first game, I was just kind of messing around and having some fun. Got a little bit more serious in game 2, not without a mistake or two. Come on, almost. Great shot point, City. Alright, so miraculously, the shot I hit last round, probably not going to work here because I didn't hit it far enough, but I was on the edge of first cut and rough, and I was able to actually bounce it on the green. This is one of those shots where, honestly, just get it on the green, take the long putt, and hope that it drops. Kind of got an assist from the gopher there, but important thing is we got it. Hole 5, definitely another one of those holes where the 10.5 degree driver feels like a requirement. Bite, because that huge elevation change is going to be your friend. If you hit backspin, at least with the grabber golf balls, you're going to kick out, it's going to kick you out farther into the rough. Oh, come on. First time I hit it too far to the left. Second time hit it too far to the right. Now, the only nice thing about this is maybe I can chip this in. Of course not. And then it falls off because I can't just have one good game. So, Todd, stats do not change when you're playing the daily contest because it's a repetition play and the course conditions stay the same. You know, the number of hole-in-ones you get, etc., did not change based on Freaky Friday or actually any of the daily contests. I would be so mad if this went in the hole after I just screwed up the easy eagle. Well, not really easy eagle, but screwing up the eagle. See if I can pull off magic, because last time I had a 10F degree driver that I just casually threw out there and got me some great shot points. Definitely not going to be the case here, but anytime you can putt for eagle on Black Hills, I speak for probably about 95% of the people that played out there when this came out, it's a good thing. Now, it's not a good thing when you can't make a putt worth a damn, but that's okay.
That's fantastic. Peter, does he need to worry about the wind? He may need to aim just a bit to the right to account for the breeze.
Super spin definitely comes in handy here because of that huge elevation change and the fact that you have to hit, and hopefully it don't hit that rock. If you hit the rock at a certain angle, I believe it does kick you up. I think that happened to me in game 1. But not always a guarantee. Depends on the club and the ball type and all of that.
Backing it up. Back again to golf.
Beatman, good to know. Design hole is coming soon, so the sooner you get those designs started, the sooner you can submit them. Well, this feels good.
Which green was he aiming for? Peter?
You know what? Great would be a hole in one, but good on this hole, the way it's set up with that elevation change.
Let's watch the tee shot. Golfer 1.
Let's see. Last time, I was unfortunately able to hit a big rock. I don't normally play full shots, but this seems like a good chance to do so. Full shot being where you pull back all the way to the C or the A and hit it straight. At least in this instance, I was trying to hit it straight. It went out a little bit farther to the right, but not a big deal. The problem is I'm just not connecting on some of these shots.
Golfer 1 is ready to tee off.
High T6 wood actually gives you very good look right at the pin here on hole 13.
With this.
Not good enough for shot points though.
He's got the eagle. Golfer 1 ready to hit.
Are you talking about playing it here? Because I've never been able to actually get that to stick. Well, I'll be damned. You learn something new every day, even after playing this damn game for so long. I don't know if I just wasn't, again, back in the day, I probably wasn't really using the good equipment I'm using now. But I was never able to get that to stick. But good to know.
On tee now. It's golfer 1. What a shot. He's sitting pretty.
Damn, unfortunately I'm a little bit farther back than I was last couple of games, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull off the eagle here, which I'm not. But now you get to see me try to chip off of the path with the 5 hybrid.
Right where he was aiming. Remarkable.
Alright, we were able to pull some things off here. Let's see if we can do it again.
The baby is out of here.
Thought I was going to get more of a bounce towards the pin. Instead, I got a bounce farther away from the pin.
We'll be putting sooner.
But it's probably the straightest shot I've ever hit with the 5 hybrid for a chip that actually got pulled right into the cup and didn't kick me off into some other funny, weird plays. Won't complain though, I will take the great shot points. Hole 17, normally hole 18. Again, PSA, be very careful with your shot. Okay, not the shot I wanted. but still
It's not close.
better than
Golfer one with the
completely screwing it up. Somehow made that putt. Whoo!
teeing it up for the last
All right.
hole today. It's
Final shot here. We're definitely getting out of here after this. Hopefully this goes in the cup and then I can walk away a huge winner. Or it just stays on the green. Stay on the green? Perfect. Alright. That is it for me. Few strokes off par, but Black Hills Monday Mix-Up Golden Tee 2009 course, definitely in my top 3 and a lot of players of hardest courses in history. But setup today is very good. I played 3 games, shot a 26. I could probably shoot a 29 if I played a 4th or 5th. But it is 6:11 Central Time, which means there's 5 hours and 48 minutes and a few seconds left to go. Play as many times as you want. Same setup until that clock strikes 12, and then we do it all over again for tomorrow's contest. Probably have a home edition event coming on Wednesday to give a sneak preview of that goes until Sunday. Throwback Thursday, I think we are finally in order to play some Golden Tee 97 the way Coral Ridge was originally designed. Now that course has been out for a few weeks, and then of course Freaky Friday on Friday. So from the Golden Tee Lounge, Kevin Lindsay out. Have a great day. Play lots of Golden Tee, and make sure you're sending in those great shots.